One of the biggest factors that will determine whether you can achieve your goals in your academics, in the gym, and in your skills is your ability to do things that are hard even when you do not feel like it. I'm Yuka, and in just 7 months, I went from having my time controlled by TV series, Minecraft videos, and texting on Discord to cutting out most of my instant pleasures to working out, reading, meditating, and journaling pretty damn consistently. And in this video, I'm going to share how I train my discipline. I was just walking around in the first floor. I knew I needed to come here before eating lunch, even though I was hungry. I needed to come here and hit the workout session. I need to get the dumbbells. I need to push. And I genuinely I genuinely did not want to do that. It was, just after school. It was around those times that before I started doing all of this working out stuff. I would be coming home and I would be watching anime. I would be watching TV series and eating my lunch. But no, now I have to work out before I eat my lunch. Because I just procrastinated. I just did not want to exercise so much. I decided to do it the first thing as soon as possible, because or else it will never get done. So just taking a breath, walk up here, start the workout session. Do not want to go through with it, but just go through with it anyways. By discipline, I do not mean the word obedience. It has been misused so much in the schools, probably even in your own house school. Look at the 8th standard children, how disciplined they are. What 9th standard you are? You're going to get kicked out of the school. That is not what I mean by discipline. Discipline is your ability, in the definition that we are going to be talking about, your ability to do the hard work even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. So, and that is the thing. Just you have to intentionally go and do things that just suck, that you would rather not be doing. You would rather be doing anything else. Intentionally go through and put yourself through that things that just suck. Whether to push yourself physically, to push yourself mentally, whether it's a task that you don't want to do, whether you don't want to clean your room or something, just go against the temptations of your mind. And this is something you can do to train your discipline right now. Just go to the shop and buy a snack that you really like. And this is the thing that often tempts you. Open up the piece of snack, open up the pack of Doritos, but don't eat it. Just stare at it like a psychopath. I got this advice from Hamza Ahmed, and what this does is that it trains your willpower, it trains your discipline. While you're looking at the snack and your mind will make up excuses. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste food. I don't want to, what is the excuse I made? I don't want to, it'll be weird if I go to my family and give this to them because I bought this for myself. Or something like that. I'm just imagining things. Your mind will make up excuses just so you can go and eat that. But don't. Just try to push through it. And as Hamza says, maybe even get a journal and write about the things that your mind is going through. I did not write it in a journal, but I did do that exercise. And that is the thing, that now you have the answer in the question itself. How do I train my discipline, Yuka? You train it. Discipline is not a trait that God just gave to David Goggins. It is a trainable skill. Ask yourself this question. Ask yourself, what is something that you could do that would improve your life, but you just don't want to do it? Maybe go for a run. Maybe go to the gym and hit the workout session. Maybe some hours of focused work onto a skill that you wanted to learn, but then you just don't want to do it, especially since the TV is nearby, especially since the alternative is watching anime. Putting your room in order, cleaning your room, and maybe it's the task that would improve your life is going to your family and tell them you love them. Because one day you're going to die. One day they're going to die. And that one day you will regret not telling those things right now. And those are the scariest actions. Trust me, I have done that. Those are the scariest actions that you will end up taking. Look for opportunities where you can just put yourself through things that suck. Ask yourself, what are the things that I really don't want to do right now, and make it a game of going and doing it. Yuka, I won't be able to do any of that. It's too hard. Then lower your ego. Because there is a difference between the person that always in a game, in a video game, you imagine you always go and try to go fight the dragon. You end up failing, you end up giving up. You still go and fight the dragon, you end up giving up. You know where you should start? You should start by farming the chickens. You should start by farming the chickens so you can gain XP. So then you can farm the rabbit, you can gain XP. Then you can farm the cheetah, and then you can farm the lion, and then go to the damn dragon. Because your ego is too much for you to accept that you are not able to do the dragon, you're not able to fight the dragon, yet you stop yourself from farming the chickens, which you would be completely willing to do otherwise. And that's what you need to do, which is, if you are not able to do a lot of the things that come to your mind, which you need to do for you to improve your life, that's okay. Scale it down, make it smaller. Train your discipline. If you cannot deadlift 50 kgs, you can start by deadlifting 5 kgs. Instead of skipping the run, you usually go out for runs outside your house. Instead of skipping the run, just run for 2 minutes. Go put your shoes, go run for 2 minutes. And after that, if you want, you can go through that entire run. But if you don't, keep that promise. Keep the promise you made to yourself. I'll go run for 2 minutes. After that, if I still don't want to run, I'll come back home. Okay, maybe keep that promise. You don't go out for the run, and when you don't feel like it, instead of doing 0 minutes of running, you did 2 minutes of running. That's progress. I did not use this intentionally. I did not use this thing of making it smaller intentionally, but I wish I did it more. But I did have insane frustrations and dissatisfaction that would have just pushed me, like brutally pushed me anyways. Make it smaller until it's something that you can do, and just start. And after you do the minimum viable action, which is like 10 push-ups or 2 minutes of exercise, give yourself the option to stop. And the next time, push yourself, increase it, level up the discipline. Train your discipline, train your willpower. And basically the Bible of this topic, the Bible, the holy book of discipline, is this audio book I read called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I remember just listening to the audiobook and just going at it when I was working out. I remember putting on the headphones and just going at it on the pull-up bar. I would have, without listening, that book motivated me so much. When I was listening to it, I did like the entire time period of me listening to that book, I was just hammering away on the pull-up bar, which I wouldn't have done if I wasn't listening to that book. I would have given up way earlier on the grueling workout session. And now, thing is, I don't even struggle to go and exercise. I don't even struggle when the temptation for junk food comes by, when the temptation for really nice processed food comes by. Because it is a trainable skill. And side note, if you want more drive, if you want, at least in the initial stage of self-improvement, if you want a little bit of the kind of motivation and drive, and not just motivation, because a lot of the times I did not like it, but still I had the drive to push through it, and that was because I was so deeply angry. I was so deeply frustrated with how my life was. and maybe it's already there for you. Ask yourself, what are the things which frustrates you? What are the things which makes you angry? Get the painful incidents, get the incidents back in your mind, the moments, the times where you got insulted, maybe you got mocked, maybe you opened up to someone and just did not go well. You felt like you were worthless. Or maybe something else happened. Maybe that was the incidents that started making you insecure, whatever. Get to the incidents that end up making you feel angry and frustrated with life, and yes, you shouldn't be driven by them, and yes, you should do the inner work and for you to truly change as a person. But in the starting stage, you can use them to drive you in your journey of improvement. But this is just one side of the coin. When you are training your discipline, that's one side of the coin. On the other side, because the thing is, your mind just needs a lot of the instant pleasure that you want to discipline your life away from. And when your mind is in the state of need, it's going to be a lot harder for you to just willpower the instant pleasures away from your life. So a better, more smarter thing to do will be to train your willpower inside of a dopamine detox protocol, and using that dopamine detox protocol as a tool for change rather than just a challenge. And unlike what you think, dopamine is not the problem. I'll see you in that video, and I'm rooting for you.